Broadcasting from under the roof of Marlins Park as we are ready for game time. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Pablo Lopez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Wilson Contreras is doing. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And D-Row, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Almora with an even count, 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Walker over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. A ball and a strike now to Bryant. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Just starting things out here in South Florida. He stays alive, still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Javier Baez would be next. The 3-2 pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's Javier Baez. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Swing and a miss for strike three. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Yu Darvish is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy is known as the road warrior, and you can see why. He's been awfully good on the road this year, so I would expect him to pitch very well in this one here.
In is Curtis Granderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, the left fielder, Curtis Granderson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Almora will back up and put this away for a long out number 1. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
Now batting, John Birdie. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is in off the plate.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Now the 2-0. Shoots this one over to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
That is third. The second baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Outside,
and a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. And Castro's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 out, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Neil Walker. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish, not great. He's 1 for 8. Darvish a check on first, and he'll get back in safely. Castro leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Ripped on the ground to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. 1 left for Miami, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in, Anthony Rizzo, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Anthony Rizzo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On he pops it up. Anderson in foul ground, but this will land untouched. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. This he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This is line to left. And that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning.
Batting 8, the pitcher, number 11.
So runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and the pitcher bats next. That'll be Yu Darvish. First offering on its way. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. That's 2-1. in there, and it's even now, 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
The 2-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Granderson is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Up next from Miami, Brian Anderson, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Brian Anderson.
He's set. Here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Miguel.
Digging in, Miguel Rojas, showing some definite confidence at the plate right now, and his recent numbers are reflecting that. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one. Darvish offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Rojas is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And next to hit is the catcher, Brian Holiday. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball one. And he misses again, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Anderson at second. Rojas at first with no outs. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Coming to the plate now, Gabby Guerrero, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
1-1.
The 1-1 misses, ball two.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. The 3-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Hayward is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Now to the plate, Pablo Lopez. From the belt, the pitch. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Comes set, the 0-1. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Marlins strand a pair. Will move to the third with no score. Here's Jason Hayward now. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Jason Hayward.
First delivery to him on the way. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The batter.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
From the stretch, hit sharply but foul down the right side. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Fouled away. No one out with a runner at second. On the ground to the right side. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The center fielder,
so a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And in to bat next is Albert Almora. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dad, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Standing in now, Chris Bryant, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Almora stands at first with one out. That misses 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Here's the 1-2. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the runner moving here on that 3-2 pitch. With only one out, but this guy at the plate swings the bat really well, so it's likely he'll put the ball in play if it's a pitch worth swinging at.
3-2 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left. Granderson going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
In now, Javier Baez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Runners are at first and second with one away. One ball, one strike to count. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. To third, reined in, zips it to Castro for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Back to the top of the order now, and standing in now, the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson.
Curtis Granderson.
He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit. But unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Bryant will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Birdie.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Birdie. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. And that one right down Main Street. One out, nobody on. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Almora is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Striding into the box,
baseman,
Starlin Castro. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1. Oh and 1 count, and the pitch. 1-1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Two out, nobody on. Line towards center field. Almora will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail this one 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. So striding in, Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Rizzo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Line drive, base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have the knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll take a look at ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit.
Hey, one of the things that makes it so tough to pitch is you consistently have to make good pitches. Even on 2-0, you just can't lay one right down the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to nip a corner right there, but hats off, challenging 2-0 in a fastball count. He came and got some.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Has a look, now the pitch. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it is, the 3-0 is a fastball looked at for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Rizzo on second. Schwarber on at first with nobody out. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Yu Darvish, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box, Jason Hayward, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope.
Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
And it's 2 balls and no strikes to Jason Hayward. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
So in now for Chicago, Ben Zobrist. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Granderson's got it. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 3-0 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Ready once again, Albert Almora. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Almora carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Granderson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Cubbies are in front 3-0. Leading off the inning, Neil Walker, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-0. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Now here's the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Darvish trying to get there. Strike 2 up in the zone.
1 ball.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Struck him out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. It seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Standing in, Miguel Rojas. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. They trail it here 3-0. At the plate, Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up.
Chris Bryant.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
the bat.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. He struck out and bounced into a double play in his first 2 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Baez will head for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Wei Chen, the lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here.
20, Wei Chen.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. So far this season, Rizzo hits a little over the 270 mark. 0-1. Here it comes. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Fouled off. Baez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Now the 2-0. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Castro has it. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Holiday. He leads off from the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 65.
Now at the plate, Gabby Guerrero. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits. So his command has been pretty solid so far.
Jorge Alfaro will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. The average sitting at 297 here to start things out. 3 homers and 22 RBIs. Called strike 2 at the letters. 0-2 now. And he got him.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Randerson.
In now, Curtis Granderson. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. No hits to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Guerrero is off of first with 2 away. And another foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Marlins leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Tayron Guerrero takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 56, Guerrero.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs half of the 6th.
Wilson Contreras.
First offering on its way. Swing and a flare hit toward right. And that's in there. Base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher, when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's taken for strike 1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Anderson comes up with it. And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far.
Ben Zobrist.
And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
The center fielder, number 5.
Now at the plate, Albert Almora. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken up in the zone. A 1 pitch on its way. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they lead it 3-0. Into the box now, John Verdi. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's set. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. The 1-1 is laid off for ball two.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now here it comes. Popped up. Rizzo moving to his left. Makes the play, one away.
The batter,
So stepping
13,
in, Starlin
second
Castro.
baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Zobrist is calling for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the
So
first
here's the
baseman,
cleanup hitter, Neil Walker. He flew out in his last at bat. First pitch on its way. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Just missing here, 2-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Liner in there for a base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the third hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Standing in, Brian Anderson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
That misses. 2-0. Two balls and a strike.
That's ball.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, the tying run looms on deck, so keeping this guy off the base is essential. In danger of walking him right here, though.
Full count, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Digging in now, Miguel Rojas. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Walker over at second. Anderson at first. 2 out in the inning. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
The 3-0 pitch is taken, strike 1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So coming to the plate, Brian Holiday, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. There's that slider, truly in an unhittable spot. It's 1-1. One and one. Here it is. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 2-2.
2 strikes.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Welcome back to South Florida. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Adam Conley is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 61. Adam.
So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
JT Riddle.
First offering on its way. And he runs that one high and tight for ball 1. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-0. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Now the 2-1. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Into the box now, Javier Baez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. His career numbers with Adam Conley, he's 0 for 4. Now the 1-0 runs a bit inside for a ball. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Popped him up. Walker has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. 1-1 to Schwarber.
When a guy's featuring big time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
Now the 1-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 3-0. At the plate, Gabby Guerrero. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Number 65.
From the stretch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1-1. Taken, strike 2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
And next to the plate will be JT Riddle. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we...
Oh, and he misses it.
Now batting, left fielder, Curtis.
So the lineup flips over and digging in. Curtis Granderson. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
He's set, and the pitch. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. And he lays off for ball 1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
The 1-1 home. Hit hard down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try again. 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now. Riddle, base runner at first with 1 out. And Granderson swings and misses that time as he's down on strikes for route number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Into the box, John Birdie, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. Still down 3-0. Austin
attention,
Bryce
please.
has been summoned from
Now
the
pitching
bullpen as
for
he'll
the
do so
Marlins.
to start the 8th.
Number 37, Austin.
Leading off the inning, Wilson Contreras, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Wilson Contreras.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Daniel Descalso will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Daniel Descalso.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 is a breaking ball down the middle for a strike. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drilled down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
In now, Jason Hayward, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2-2.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Drew Steckenrider takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 71, Drew Steckenrider.
Standing in now, Ben Zobrist, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Descalso, the runner at first with 2 gone. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. The count now at 2-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Casper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Pedro Strop is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Into the box, Starlin Castro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Starlin.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 0-2 home. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more is a fastball taken high for a ball.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2, and it's fouled away. Still 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Line towards center field. Almora is there, and he has it for the first out. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Matty V, what a nice performance in this one. 7 shutout innings. Watching from the dugout now, hard to believe that he could pitch any better than he did through the first 7 innings.
Stepping up now, Neil Walker. His career line against Pedro Strop, not great. He's 1 for 8. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with 1 swing.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. He's set. Here it comes. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. There's one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Marlins down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Sergio Romo enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Number 54, Sergio.
Striding in to start the ninth, Albert Almora, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Pedro Alvarez.
First delivery to him on the way. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. The 1-0. This is swung on and grounded to the shortstop, Riddle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Now striding in, Chris Bryant. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 is taken for ball two.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
And that one right down Main Street. Romo, a 36-year-old veteran. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
One out, nobody on. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
The 3-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. To 2-2 now.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
So a full count now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Baez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Baez breaks from first. Pitch inside the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Here it comes, 2-0. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there. And now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Cubs strand 1. But they lead it 3-0. Brandon Morrow takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 15, Brandon Morrow.
In now is Pedro Alvarez. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. First pitch on its way. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's 1 for 3. One and one. Here it comes. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Now batting.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Settling in now, Brian Holiday. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
No balls and a strike to count. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Hit back up the middle. Zobrist is there. The second for 1. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Stepping in now, Gabby Guerrero. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And that misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Cubbies led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Yu Darvish wins his 3rd of the season. Brandon Morrow records the save, his 5th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.